The Bold and the Beautiful recap. May 4. RJ wants his own legacy. We have to hand it to RJ. He's really standing his ground when it comes to how he wants to express himself creatively. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Rich continued to push his junior to draw and lay his talent out on the page. Giving into his father's request, RJ did draw, but he didn't design. He drew a humorous and well-done caricature of Ridge, the likes of which would be appreciated by anyone strolling on a boardwalk who decides to pop onto an artist's stool for a quick, fun portrait of themselves. Rich had to laugh, which was good since his interactions with Charlie while RJ worked on his portrait were more exasperated in nature. That, of course, had to do with Charlie bumbling and inserting himself into what had been some father-son quality time, as well as the TMI detail about his proclivity for skinny dipping. Once Forrester Creations' head of security saw himself out of the main office, RJ had the opportunity to present his dad with his drawing and give a sincere speech on why he drew a portrait of him. As RJ put it, he's inspired by Ridge and he's proud of the work his family does day in and day out. But he wants to forge his own path. He doesn't want to design or channel his creative energy in the way that his family is prone to doing. So, as much as RJ is aware that he's been gifted with a similar talent, he wants to express himself on his own terms. Rich may grumble about his son's influencer status, but he's undeniably gifted in the work he's doing in the manner that he sees fit. And RJ told him that his faith in him means a lot. He never wants to disappoint Ridge. Clearly, cutting his own path is important to RJ, but so is his relationship with his father, which is why he got emotional while making his point. The two embraced, and Rich did see where RJ was coming from, so maybe this will be the end of his pushing. At least when it comes to designing. He's probably not done trying to bring RJ into the fold of Forrester Creations. What happened on The Bold and the Beautiful today? Across the hall, Thomas and Hope continued to praise one another on Hope for the Future's latest collection. It's still in the works, but they've really been working hard on making it the best yet. Hope admired Thomas as he worked on a design which had him questioning why she was looking at him, but she explained it away with a conversation about seeing how passionate he is about his work. The both of them are happy that they are in a better place. Thomas, for his part, said that there was a time when he wondered if he'd be able to channel the same drive and creativity he had when his passion came from his tumultuous emotions. He's healthier now, and he's glad that it didn't affect his work. In fact, he credits Hope because it's been through her love that he's been able to design so freely and without the darkness he'd had previously. This also is due to the work he's been doing on himself, especially in therapy. This time around it is Hope who's struggling. After Thomas grabbed one of their designs from the sewing room and Hope put it onto model, she was visibly moved as he began to touch the fringe on the dress, the hem of the skirt, and her elbow as he continued to look at the dress. Brooke's words on Hope not being into the bad boy played over the scene as well. If Hope keeps it up, Thomas is going to catch on, which presumably isn't something she wants. Meanwhile, at Il Giardino, Deacon resumed his interview with Count Basie, whose skills as a sommelier were not up to snuff. But he had his grandson help him pick out which wine was from the correct region by reading the signs that were turned away from Basie. I should also mention that when Deacon asked about his credentials, all he got was a long-winded monologue on knowing stars and important people with no elaboration on who these people are or references. Deacon told Basie he'd give him a call about the job, but this is likely the last we'll see of this comedic grandfather-grandson duo played by Jimmy Walker and viral sensation Tarek. Until next time, Bold fans, stay beautiful.